have Alina talking about leadership starts with you. Give it up for our final lightning talk of the day. Come on out.
So I'm Alina. I help organize Hackcon X. I'm the director there. And today we're going to talk about leadership, how it starts with you, and we're going to talk about how it goes from interpersonal all the way to societal levels of leadership. Okay. So who is this for? This is for all of you who hope to do something significant with your lives. To the dreamers, to those of you who are aspiring to discover leaders within yourself. The key to behavior change is identity change, and research shows that a pre-commitment to an identity actually helps us pursue and make choices based on the identity that we hope to become. Right? So if you want to get better at a sport, you can call yourself an athlete, and it's proven that this will actually change your mindset to align your actions based on this identity. So no one is born a leader, but you can pursue an identity by adopting yourself as a leader. And it's not a label that you per se give yourself, but instead it's one that you're consistently improving on, and you are using that to inspire yourself and the people around you. So there are three basic things that I want to discuss about here with leadership qualities. The first being motivation, the second being taking action, and the last being how do we provide value. So leaders cultivate a vision, and often it's something that's romanticized, right? So a leader has the job of, it seems like this broad, fun thing that you get to do to create a vision, but rather it rests in a grave need for defining where you're going, right? So figuring out your direction. Why is it you're doing what you're doing? What is the purpose behind what you're doing? And this needs to be rooted in strong values that are unwavering. So what is your purpose for carrying out this vision that you're cultivating? And this combination needs to be strong enough to ignite conviction within your people, within yourself even, right? How do you get people going? How do you get yourself to complete a workout routine or have a convincing reason to do whatever the goal is that you're trying to achieve? Taking action is nearly 100% more effort than not taking action, but it doesn't have to be difficult. You can speak up, you can take action, and sometimes it feels like something that you are going to be afraid of doing, but try not to be afraid, right? Because nobody's perfect, and you just need to get started. So you just need to put yourself out there and attempt. And if failures come along, well, you can improve and you can keep going regardless of the failure. And that can be your guideline for improvement. So you need to be able to show up and adapt to any situation that comes to you, and be the person that can adapt on the go, and rather than being put down by a situation, morph yourself to be the person that's needed in a situation. Consistency. So no matter how small the action seems, taking action over a consistent amount of time is the key to making progress, right? So it's, and it certainly adds up over time. So research shows that a lot of us have similar goals. We all want our hackathons to succeed. We want to inspire people. But what makes the difference between a successful hackathon and, being in this position where you're still working on getting better, and that is the habits that we set for ourselves. So consistent action and creating actionable steps that are easy to follow are actually what help us move towards the goal. So when people set out to climb a mountain, like say Mount Everest, right? The way that you train for something like that, it seems like such a hard task. It seems like a big goal to reach, but really if you put one foot forward and keep doing that consistently, it makes a big difference, right? And it seems like, oh, it's a step, but those steps add up to actually get you to the top of the mountain. Okay, providing value. So the value that you provide to your communities is based on the impact that you are making And this might require you to develop skills. And so that's the reason why a lot of us are here at Hackcon, right? This weekend, we're trying to develop skills on how to be better leaders, on how to organize our hackathons better, how to get more sponsorship. And if you want to be a better leader, you have to be open to the idea of growth and open to the idea of actually serving as a leader. And then self-reflection, right? So what went right? What went wrong? How can I make things better, right? So your leadership is essentially a sacrifice. And it takes a lot of effort to fulfill the honor that you're given as a leader. It's a commitment to continuously work on being better and improving. So listen with care and take into consideration what other people have to offer in terms of feedback, right? And so final remarks. So regardless of any title that you have, whether you're a leader in your teams or if you have recently joined a group, an organization, I hope that you are inspired and are able to cultivate the leader within you and find that person. And so each of our organizations are built of many yous, right? We are a work in progress. But that also means that each one of you has an impact on how well our organizations are run. So each one of us can start with self-improvement and make the world a better place around us. Thank you.
Thank you, Alina.